We're dealing with clown mindsets. That's why we're wearing this clown hair. Welcome to another Black Oxymoron video again. Thank you people for coming. It's awkward standing. This is the first time doing this. I don't know how to stand. I don't know what to do with my hands. Remember to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you like this content and all the other videos you would have seen before.
Today we're tackling very serious situations. And the topic is... men.
I'm tired. Already.
I want to respond to Lasizwe's video about, the truth about South African men. Firstly, love his comedy. Dude is talented, obviously. Can't dispute that. But all due respect to the ladies in his panel and him, the video is rather concerning and I'm offended. Terribly offended, I must say. The things said in this video are an indication how poor that these ladies are at picking their partners. Because if you're consistently having bad experiences with men and you have friends having bad experiences with men consistently, I think it's more of a mindset, as in, why are you attracting those men in your life? What are you doing that's only bringing the trash type of men into your life? And just to emphasize, because some people cannot use their brains, you need to tell them, I am not advocating for hate. I repeat, I'm not advocating for hate. I am not attacking the ladies and Lasizwe personally. I don't know them. And all I'm basically bringing up here is simple. I'm attacking their ideas. I am rebuttaling what they're saying and the mindset that they're showing. That is all I'm doing. That is the purpose of this video. Because I'm offended. I'm offended. Because I'm offended. Trigger!
President of the United States, President Obama, is the ex-president. And Mr. Trump, for the moment, steps away.
Yeah. Next question.
Do you think men still value commitment or are they all for the
So
street?
answer the ask.
Me.
Try me.
These days men are for the streets.
Love your work. Thank you.
Who knew they were gonna agree that men are for the streets? Who knew? Oh my god. Who knew? It's a shame that the only man on the panel is the one saying these things. And he's not even explaining why. He's saying it as if it's a given. You see, this triggers me because this mindset that they have is no different than men who go out and think that all women are hoes and they just gold diggers that see men only as a wallet. There are men who think like that. That's why men end up using and abusing women. So it's quite interesting that you don't see that you're just as bad as that type of mindset, having that one-dimensional look at men and thinking, oh yeah, because of my anecdotal experiences, all men are for the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
Anyway, what I was gonna say, right? So once I went to this I can't name things, but establishment, right?
Yeah.
Let's just call it establishment. And I went there and I talked to the guy and whatever. He was having a thing with my maids, right?
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. And then, but he was having a thing with my mate while he was with his girl.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, cool. Anyway, sharp. So then I asked him, I'm like, okay, how's your girl? Your girl,
The actual one.
Musad, vibes. And then he was like, nah, she's cool. We're still together and everything. He's like, but hook me up. And I'm like,
Are you not ashamed of yourself?
cool. And then he's like to me, Lindy, you must understand that we're sexual beings. You'll never be attracted to one person ever in your life. And some things you need to fulfill. Otherwise, are you really living?
See, my folks, do you see me? Do you see? One anecdotal experience with a bad man, boom! All men are trash. If I judge women on my anecdotal experiences, my God, I'll be gay. Seriously, I'll be gay. I'd hand in my heterosexual card, ask for a refund if I can get one, even if I have to pay to be gay. I want to be gay because I can't deal with women. You women think men are so bad that you think you angels. My ladies, you don't fart rainbows and smell like cinnamon all the time.
damn. Now that's just nasty.
My question. Do you think that dating is harder or easier with the internet?
I got a better question, guys. What does that question have to do with revealing the truth about men in South Africa? Seriously.
Easier.
With the internet.
No.
Post. Meaning
Okay, never mind.
Internet is posting.
That was very premature. Never mind.
This I find intriguing. The lady was honest and admitted how easier it is for her dating with the internet in today's age. I wonder why it's easier. I wonder. Like really, I wonder why it's easier for her. Is it maybe because, for example, Tinder, the statistics are for every 1 woman, 9 men want her? Is it not the fact that perhaps on Instagram and Twitter, which I call Twittergram, and you're facing booklets, right? What about them that, for example, they just post having a good time? Men flood the inboxes, DMs, saying, baby, I love you, make me your husband, let me sing for you, here's 10,000 rand, oh my God. Is it not that perhaps? Is it not that makes it easier? I'm just saying, people, I'm just observing what's happening in reality. You saw how quickly she changed her mind once her panel of friends were disapproval. Like, no, girl. As a group, we're saying no. We are a monolith here. We think as a group, not an individual. What you're saying is easy. Easy? It is hard. Because, I post stuff just for me. I don't want any attention. And then guys just randomly, out of nowhere, just DM me. Why are they bothering me? I'm just posting just for myself. But these guys are,
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
See how easily women influence each other? Do you see that a man will have difficulty influencing a woman over another woman?
The toxic trait about me is that like my insecurities get the best of me. So even when love feels too real or too good to be true, I'll reject it at any possible convenience.
I share that too.
Because I'm just like, no one can love me to this extent.
Yeah, I know.
Because of how I feel about myself. Despite anything, despite how you feel about me or how I feel about men in general, because men are shits. But like...
Even me?
Like me, the fact that you would choose me like that, Chomi, I
Wait,
literally...
hold on. Even me, am I shit?
So men are shit. Did you get that, people? Men are shit. It's not that just men are shit that bothers me. It's how nonchalant she says it. And it's just like, it's a fact. Men are shit. The way she says it. It's like saying, of course, women, they belong to the kitchen. Really? It's equivalent to that. As in, I can't think of men without thinking of shit.
Because every time you see them on TV, they always say, all we want is to be treated exactly like guys, right? But if you listen to them, they don't. They only want the good stuff of being a guy. They look at a guy's life like it's like a buffet. Like you just can start picking out stuff, like same amount an hour, we'll take some of that. Pay for the movie, that's okay, you can keep that one, I don't like that one. This is nice, that's yucky, that's icky. I mean, come on people, you can't choose. This girl gave me a rough time one time. She goes, well, why does a guy make more an hour to do the exact same job? I go, I'll tell you why. Because in the unlikely event that we're both on a Titanic and it starts to sink, for some screwed up reason, you get to leave with the kids and I have to stay.
What's your toxic trait?
I feel like I'm somewhere in between, like I get both of them, but I feel like more than anything I'm like my hyper independence
Same.
and just my assertiveness. I'm a very tenacious woman, and people always like it's so intimidating to approach it. I'm like, there's a reason
Why?
like it skims out the nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm a very assertive, dominant woman, so
That's
I
not a
like,
mistake.
Same.
It's not. You know what I mean?
Not.
It's a bad thing. It's a very, very bad thing. Bad thing. It's not good. It's bad. Hey, Bo. Ladies, what you're saying is equivalent to a feminine man. Would you have a man who's always showing his emotions? Always crying every second day because of things and he has to express himself to you. Always gossiping, acting feminine. Always timid, submissive. Always just, yes, of course. I'm sorry. Babe. I'm sorry. You are right, babe. I'm the bad. I'm bad. Spank me. Spank me right here, babe. I'm bad. You're right. Patriarchy. Patriarch. Spank the patriarchy, baby.
I really go with all of the things. Yeah, I resonate with all the things that you guys said, but I also, mine is a bit like Lindy's. I can't I don't know how to digest or believe that I'm loved. You know what I mean? And that's and that's because I always expect the worst, especially from a man because of the way that they are.
My ladies, tell me who lied to you and told you love matters this much? Answer it for yourself. Who lied to you to tell you that love is this important in a relationship? You don't need love to have a good, sound relationship, people. You don't. You just need an understanding, mutual respect, to build a family, to have prosperous lives and children too who are good, moral people. You don't need to love your wife. You don't need to love your husband. You need to respect them. Love is not needed to have a successful relationship, people.
Here's the best relationship in the world is when the woman loves you and the man likes her. So, okay, ladies, how many times has it been a guy in your life, or guys where there's been men in your life who want to sleep with you, but you didn't want to sleep with him? Zillions, you can't count it. So what that means, there's a philosophy there, meaning you are sexable. He wants to sleep with you, but just because you are sexable don't mean I'm sexable, right? Same thing with love. Just because I'm lovable doesn't mean that you're lovable too.
Do you think men are entitled to sympathy and tolerance in a relationship? Keyword, entitled.
Yes.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Let's first look at the definition of entitled. Google says, believing oneself to be inherently deserving of privileges or special treatment. Dictionary.com says having a right or legitimate claim to something, assuming or acting as though one has an innate right or claim to wealth, success, recognition, etc. Now let's relook the question. So let's rephrase it. So the question goes, do men deserve empathy and tolerance in a relationship? Listen to me again. Listen carefully. Do men deserve the right to get empathy and tolerance in a relationship? Do men deserve that?
Okay, so I feel like the word entitlement is either good or bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when it's men, it's bad.
It's bad.
Different.
But
different.
It's bad.
What did I just hear? No one is correcting her. Entitlement is good and bad, but bad when it comes to men? Anyways, I wonder if entitlement is good and bad for women because they were not explicit on their side about, but people, please remember, get it right. It is bad for a man to receive sympathy and tolerance in a relationship, okay? They don't deserve it. They have no right, which is what entitlement means, by the way. Men have no right for that. Please get that in your mind. According to these people, a man does not deserve tolerance and sympathy in a relationship. I'm done.
So, entitlement when it comes to relationship with men, I do really think that men are very entitled to those two aspects we spoke about in that question.
Mm-hmm.
Men are entitled to everything in relationships, actually. And because of societal standards, it's afforded them that entitlement.
Yes, the luxury.
It doesn't come naturally.
No.
Yeah?
I think our panelist here has forgotten what the question says. Why she's rambling on and on about how men are entitled in relationships. I thought the question was, do men deserve or should they be entitled to get tolerant? Not are men entitled in like I said at the beginning of the video, the questions, they're very good questions which are worthy of discussing, But the way you guys are talking, clowns.
You guys, I know this is very important to our culture and our tribe. Even the concept of lobola alone. Nyakpatelela.
Oh,
I own you.
Oh,
yes.
girl.
Oh,
girl.
Definitely.
And
that's very
not
dangerous.
What it is.
I respect it.
And that's not
because-
what it is.
Chomi, you know what? I respect it because it's my culture.
Yeah.
But men have turned it around to be something so ugly.
So ugly.
So ugly. Like, why? It's society that's afforded them that entitlement.
And black culture.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I'm
no.
Yeah.
Black culture.
That's
Oh,
a different
Don't go on that because
just
that's
let
my
it
point.
finish. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, cool. You're going to that. But it's just like men are so entitled to many things because of where society has put them. You know? And because of that, obviously they'll see the woman as lesser.
Yeah.
When women are paid less.
Yeah.
Women are valued less.
Definitely.
The black culture part is what really made me want to answer this part. You are ignorant, my lady. You clearly do not know your own Zulu culture if you claim to be Zulu. Black culture part is what triggered me, and this is what I want to address. She clearly doesn't understand what the culture is about, even her own culture. She doesn't even understand what lobola is about. People, do you understand what lobola is about? It looks like you people don't know what lobola is about. Lobola is proof that a man makes that he can provide. It's proof. And the only way a man can prove his worth is through his output, through his productivity. People understand this. Listen carefully. A woman is born into this world worthy. She is born into this world with worth, inherent worth. And the reason I'm saying that is because women bear life. A man, however, when he's born into this world, he's not worthy. Because you know why? He's only worthy through his productivity. When he works, when he does things, when he gains resources, then he has worth.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Having said that, if a man is only worthy with his output, with his productivity, with how much resources he has because of his work ethic, how can he prove it? By showing it. How? Lobola. The point here, people, is lobola is proof to the family from the man and his family that he can provide for the wife that he wants to take. And if the family is happy with his proof, remember, lobola can be accepted and rejected, people. And also, before lobola happens, the man and the woman mingle to see if they attract each other. And in an idealistic situation or the right situation, they first mingle. Hence, for example, there's the word shela. Shela means basically courting, right? So a man sees a lady by the river picking up, getting water for her family. He sees her, he mingles with her, he approaches her. He needs to make it formal. That's why there was beads, right? Beads that women put on their necklace, betrothed and all that stuff. There is a lot more involved. There is an actual hierarchical structure into courtship. Hence, and lobola is the last step to pass for a man to get a wife. There's a lot more involved. And you ladies are clearly showing your ignorance. You are showing your ignorance in culture. So don't talk about things you're not fully familiar with. For you to say, oh, because I don't belong, you're thinking like a white person. No offense to white people, but you're thinking like an ignorant Westerner who doesn't know African culture. For you to say black culture. And also, why are you saying black culture? Do you realize there's Zulus, Tswanas, Xhosas, Tongas, Vendas? Swati and Zulu is not the same, even though they're part of that same branch of Mgunis. You get me? So for you to say black culture, what the hell do you mean by black culture? Zulu is not the same as anyone else. There's different dynamics, even within the Zulu, within the clans, right? About Bengu, Nomkize, they do rituals differently also within themselves, because it's going according to the clan of the Zulu. The Mkize clan does something differently from the Bengu clan. You don't understand what you're talking about, and yet you're making this as if it's a given, or as if... Educate yourself, please, before you spout out ignorant comments that are clowning.
So, to wrap it up, guys, what are you saying to your kids to the future? Because now you guys are aware of what's happening in
I'm
society.
personally,
You're aware of what's happening in the world. What are you going to say to your kid, the firstborn of your child?
Thing about me. When I have a male, I'm going to teach them accountability.
Yeah.
Like, men never take accountability, guys. That's something that they don't realize, but they never do it.
Yeah.
That's rich coming from a woman.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Looks like you guys lack the self-awareness to realize how much accountability men take. Because you recognize nothing that a man does. How about we start with the fact that the majority of relationships are ended by women. Men do not end relationships first. Women do. Women are the one who divorce first, who file for divorce, who break up with their long-term partner. Men don't want to break up with you. We don't want to leave you. But the fact that you do what you do, well, you decide to leave. We want to work things out. So tell me again about men are not accountable. Don't you understand? Men are trash. And in closing, just to give you one more example, Brittany Renner. Recently, she's come out and said it's stepdaddy season. And she admitted she played her baby daddy. The baby daddy has proclaimed in public that he loves his woman. And they were married, if I'm not mistaken, or engaged, one of the two. But she decided to leave. In any of her videos, in any of her public comments on her relationship and her controversy, did she take any accountability? No, she did not. And yet you're saying men don't take accountability. Please check yourself.
So if there's one thing I'm going to make my child do as son, is take accountability. Guys, I don't know how you teach men not to be manipulative, but those things are born with that ability.
See how women would love to just blame men for everything. Take accountability for nothing. Yet we don't take accountability because we're shit. Men are shit. Must understand.
Men don't take accountability, so I'm going to teach them. Whether it be my brother gets home and he throws a sock there and a pants there. He's not told.
The thing is, our little brothers are best friends.
You know what I mean? So they're the same.
Yeah.
So it's a thing of.
To the man that hurt these ladies, why are you so trash, guys? Why are you painting us or making us being painted as all bad because of how you've hurt these women? Eh? Look at how they're trashing us now. Just because of your anecdotal experiences. You know what? It's not the fact that, they chose to be with you guys. They actively chose to be with you. And after you, they went to another guy, you know who you are, who's also bad. They further reinforces her belief that men are trash. It's not that she actively chooses that. It's our fault as men. So I'm holding you guys accountable. How dare you? How dare you make these women and Lasizwe think we trash and not treat them like queens?
All women are queens. If she breathes, she's a god.
Ladies, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're sorry. We're very sorry. On behalf of all men, even if they don't want to apologize, I'm apologizing to you, ladies. We take accountability. See what I did? See what I did? Take accountability for the fact that you chose the trash men. We take accountability. Let all men take responsibility for your own choices, lady.
80% of our women are overweight and 80% of that is obese. They know the truth. They choose to do something else.
The narrative pushed to us most often is that a guy wants a woman with a big ass. He wants, a thick lady.
Accountability is kryptonite to modern women. Ma'am, you say the traumas, if I accept them, then you got to do something about them. Because what about the traumas that the black man has to deal with? But we still have to get out here and be functioning people in society, contributing. You don't get to walk around and say, have a special victim status.
I'm not saying we should have a special victim status, but our circumstance is different. We are women. We are less
You're 24 years old. Is your circumstance harder or easier than your grandmother and your great-grandmother?
Exponentially easier. We have access to information we didn't have.
Exponentially easier, but you're handling it worse. Your grandmother and your great-grandmother actually could work with a black man with more trauma.
Because they understood that the black woman and the black man are on the same side. Now that we are all free and independent and we could do whatever we want to, why would we seek to you know, be one with the black man. We
Thank
even
you.
think that being
Thank you. Clip it, slice it, put it on World Star. She said it, not me.
All in all, Lasizwe, all I'm gonna say is your video is clickbait. It's lies. It's full of nonsense. It's not the truth. It's just personal opinion and bickering and frustration and wawawi about men. If you labeled it as that, I probably would have not if I even watched it. But the fact that you say truth about South African men, I'm a South African man. Hence, I felt intrigued and clicked and watched. But what I watched was pure trash. The same trash and shit that you saying men are full of. All I'm gonna say is do better next time, brother. Don't mislead us with clickbaity titles. If this is what you're gonna say, be honest and say bitching about South African men. If you're saying that, bruh, I would have just kept quiet. Be like, well, bitching and moaning about South African men. So what? It's your own adult experience. You're not saying it's the truth. You're not talking as if it's a fact. All I'm saying is, people, if we really want proper discourse and proper building between men and women, and if we really want men to improve, and at the same time, if we want women to improve also, because yes, you women need to improve. You also need to improve, because the reason men are like this is also because of you. You are the essential ingredient into the man's behavior. For goodness sake. I'm done.